From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your Thursday, January 27, 2022. Briefing number 4 for yet again another winter weather event here. This briefing is at 4:30 on the 27th. Okay, so what did we do here? Since our 9 a.m., we made some tweaks to the snowfall totals, and we I want to emphasize the wind and the cold temps and the low wind chill values. I think that's definitely worth spending some time on with this particular briefing. So let me just jump right into the Reflectivity Simulator here to give you a sense of timing and evolution of this storm. All right. So this is a high resolution model, and I'll walk you through the time frame. It's color coded based on precip type. Green is rain, blue is snow, light snow, and as you get into these purple and pink shades, that's more intense. Higher precip rates, more intense snow. So you'll notice here by this is by 4 p.m. we are seeing that the leading edge of the precipitation. Okay, and let me call your attention to this band right here. This is all rain, okay, because it's coming in on the daytime. And temperatures prior to this precip getting underway, they're going to climb pretty quickly up into through the 40s. I wouldn't be surprised to see, eclipsing 50, in the daytime. So, it's just going to be so warm with that initial batch of precipitation that it's gonna be rain. The question is how long before it changes to snow? Well, I will point out that the temperatures will be rapidly falling, particularly just above the ground, throughout the day and evening. So the suggestion the models are telling us is that, this rain will not last particularly long, maybe an hour or two, and then there's just going to be so much cooling aloft, it's going to basically, allow the precip type to change to snow, and obviously that'll lower the temperature at the ground level with its melting, and we'll see a complete changeover to snow. All right, so anyway, the initial rain, if you will, reaching the triad in Winston-Salem by this is 4 p.m. right here. Or actually, let me correct myself. That is actually 6 p.m. Okay, and that's 7 p.m. tomorrow evening, and that is 8 p.m. So look how quickly it takes. What, about 2 hours for the rain to change to snow, say in Forsyth County? Okay, and that's going to be the case, basically in the other counties, other locations where it starts off as rain. So eventually, as the night wears on, it's going to cool down even at the surface, as the evening wears on, that is, so that the duration of rain won't be quite as long at the beginning, at the onset, further east, okay, before changing to snow. All right, so this time frame right here is, let's see, 2 Z's, so that's 9 p.m. All right, this is 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m. No, midnight, 12 a.m., sorry. 12 a.m., 1 a.m. Saturday morning, 1 a.m. Saturday morning, 2 a.m. Saturday morning, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 a.m. Saturday morning. And then I'll just run through the last couple hours very quick, so you can see how quickly it exits to our east and exits the state by noon on Saturday. Okay, so that is one model's rendition of how this particular model thinks it's going to play out. I'll run you through that one more time. This is 6 p.m. tomorrow, so 25 hours from now. So 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., midnight tomorrow night, 1 a.m. Saturday, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and then it quickly pushes east and exits. All right, that's one particular model. Okay, here's one of my favorite models, the high-res rapid refresh, as we get a little closer to the event. I usually use this on day 1. So I'm doing something a little out of the ordinary. I'm using it for day 2, which I normally don't do, but we'll take a look at it anyway, just for the heck of it. And just to see how it compares. It brings rain into Forsyth County by a little earlier. It brings rain into Forsyth County by 4 p.m. But it doesn't change it over to snow until, gosh, 10 p.m.? So we're talking, how many hours is that of rain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 hours, 5 solid hours of rain before it changes over to snow. So that is a very recent trend in the models. This is the longest I've seen the model want to hold on to rain before it changes to snow. So if this trend in the model continues, then our snow amounts are going to be too high, because there's going to be less time for snow because more time was spent on rain. So yeah, so anyway, let me run you back through this again. That is 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., midnight, 1 a.m. Saturday, 2 a.m. Saturday, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Saturday, and then quickly exiting. Okay? The bottom line is once it changes to snow, it's pretty much, these two models that I've showed you. Well, what is the takeaway? Well, both models show that initial batch, when it comes in, is going to come in as rain, particularly across the triad. Okay, and how long it takes before it changes to snow? Well, that's the big challenge, because that could have profound influence on overall snow totals. Okay, further east, by the time the precip gets underway, it'll already be dark and it'll be cooler. So, there'll be less time that it takes to switch over to snow. The other thing we can definitely say is both models showed a little bit of snow, at least, across all of central North Carolina. So pretty much everybody's going to see some snow across all of central North Carolina. But generally speaking, we expect amounts to be pretty light. Okay. But I would feel fairly confident that most places are going to see at least a light coating. Okay. Now, this is more of a low-end event, maybe a 1 to 2 inch type winter weather event. Now, clearly, that could still have impacts for travel. So I'm don't take this one lightly. Obviously, especially if you have travel plans late tomorrow night and Saturday, certainly travel can be impacted, even with low-end snow amounts. Okay, so anyway, that's the evolution. I've basically got a version of what I just showed you in the slides. So when I email these slides out, you'll have some precip timing simulations. Okay, so pretty much we covered all of this. It's going to be windy. There could be a few isolated down trees because of the wind on Saturday, which could result in some power outages. We don't expect any freezing rain. Okay, so again, things will be okay during the daytime. I just kind of clearly conveyed that with the timing slides. But things head downhill Friday evening. Precipitation will begin, and then it changes over to snow, and then Friday night is when that band pretty much moves across all of central North Carolina. And then Saturday night will just be basically in terms of travel will just be determined by how much snow falls. The one thing I can tell you is, though, separate from the snow, it will be very windy, and that will result in very low wind chill values. So it's going to just be downright cold on Saturday and Saturday night. So folks, you need to be ready for that as well. Okay. And then Sunday, the sun should come out and provide a good opportunity for melting. And then we just get into the, isolated patchy black ice situation like we always do. All right. So these I will be included in the email and slides that you can download from our webpage. Basically, this is the same exact thing I just showed you. It's just a different way to map it and display it, but it's the same models. So, so if you're wondering, well, how about the timing for my particular location? I'll be emailing these slides out very shortly, and then you could they're separated by 2 hour 2 hour intervals, so you can get a good sense of when it will get to you and how long it will last. All right. Okay, so this snow map is, I'm embarrassed to say that I thought I had updated that. So I'm going to do a little bit of work on the fly here. So bear with me for just a second. I normally don't like to do this on the fly, but I am going to go ahead and do this on the fly. Bear with me here for just a second while this is our latest map here. All right, hang on here. So I'm just going to do a little little magic here. Not to turn this into a turn this into a PowerPoint lesson here, but but there you go. There's the latest map that I wanted to show. Let's go ahead and put it in display format. That's our latest snowfall totals. So everybody's going to see pretty much a coating, right? I think even places, Fayetteville, the southern central I-95 corridor, you're still, even though your amounts are going to be light, you're still going to see a light coating, right? And then somewhere there's going to be a swath of higher amounts. You see that area up there, Winston-Salem, Greensboro, the little patch of 2 to 3? Right now, that's our best guess of where that localized higher amount could be. However, if the rain holds on longer, that's not where it's going to be. So there's still a lot that needs to be determined, right? But somewhere in central North Carolina, there's going to be a narrow, localized higher amount where you could see 2 or 3 inches of snow. I think for most folks, this is a 1-inch snow event for much of central North Carolina. But somewhere there's going to be some locally higher amounts, and we're still fine-tuning that. Okay, and that could be quite tricky with these low-end events, getting a good confidence level on how much. Okay, but this is our latest snowfall map. The one thing that I think is worth spending some time on is just how windy and downright cold it's going to be this weekend. I'm not going to. I just randomly picked this. This actually is representative of much of central North Carolina. So I don't have the city on here purposely listed because I think this is very representative of much of central North Carolina. Okay, with temperatures basically in the day tomorrow climbing through the 40s. Okay, and then falling through the 30s tomorrow evening with the changeover to snow, bottoming out in the upper 20s Saturday morning. And then look what happens during the day Saturday. We barely break freezing. And that'll be the case across most of central North Carolina. But what I want to draw your attention to is the blue line underneath. That's the wind chill readings. So we're going to stay in the upper teens, if not lower 20s, all day long. And look below that. Those are the wind speeds. So we're going to see the windiest conditions basically from roughly 5 a.m. Saturday morning through 2 or 3 p.m. Saturday afternoon, with gusts 30 to 35 miles per hour. Could there be an isolated 40 somewhere? Absolutely. So you have this combination of cold air pouring in with these gusty winds. That's going to make things really, really blustery and cold. And then follow that up with a cold night with the actual ambient temperatures dipping down and possibly into the upper teens. And that forces wind chill readings, perhaps even into single digits. So folks, we need to be ready for the downright cold conditions. And obviously, this is generalized for much of central North Carolina. If you want to find the exact value for your exact location, click on this link here. Okay, when you get these slides in your email, or if you download them from weather.gov/Raleigh, this is a clickable link, and you can click that link, and it's going to open up this page right here. And my advice is to just find your spot on the map, click on it wherever you're interested in, and then go ahead and pull up your values here, and you can fine tune exactly what you want to see. Okay. If you're curious, okay, when's the temperature going to rise above freezing on Sunday morning? You can scroll over, go forward 2 days. Here's Sunday morning. Looks like temperatures are climbing above freezing, around 10 a.m. on Sunday. All right, and then dipping back down into the 20s on Sunday night into Monday morning. So, there could be some black ice issues even Monday morning with temperatures finally getting above freezing by 9 or 10 a.m. Okay. And again, I randomly picked a spot in central North Carolina, but that will be the case really for much of the region. Okay. All right. So wrapping it up here, and we'll get to questions here in just a minute. So Friday night through Saturday morning is the period of greatest impact. That's when the snow will be falling. That's when, obviously travel will be the worst. I guess I could continue that into Saturday afternoon, given those low wind chill values and how cold it's going to be. Saturday night for, lingering hazardous travel conditions and black ice. And yet again, additional black ice Sunday night, Monday morning. Okay, I think Sunday we'll have a good melting opportunity. And again, don't forget the 25 to 35 mile per hour and locally stronger wind gusts late Friday night, early Saturday morning through basically Saturday afternoon. There could be a few isolated power outages with that. So be prepared for that, especially, I would not want to lose my power with temperatures getting as cold as they are. So make sure you have supplies in case you do happen to be one of the unlucky folks that loses power. All right. So anyway, and like I said, this seems like this is like a 1, maybe as much as 2-inch type of snow event, with some localized spot, maybe seeing 2.5, 3 inches. Our confidence is still low regarding where exactly that's going to be. And remember, the longer it takes to switch over to rain, the shorter the opportunity. No, wait, let me back up. The longer it takes to switch over to snow from rain, that will obviously impact, the duration and the amount of snow. So we'll be keeping our eyes on that as well. All right, so that is our briefing for 4:30 here on this Thursday. We'll be doing another full webinar like this Friday, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and an update at 4:30 tomorrow, same time, same place. So this time tomorrow, we'll be looking at radar and watching it coming in. So definitely join me for those updates tomorrow.